The following is an exclusive presentation of the NCCU Sports Network.
Tough team, man. That's probably the favorites within the SWAC. We got a lot of respect for those guys, man. And we knew one thing: they were going to come here and not be intimidated and play extremely hard and really pound you on the offensive backboard. And I think they had a lot of those. I know they had 10 in the first half. Pat Cole had a triple-double. And, our post players really stepped up and made some plays. And, I thought we made significant plays at significant times.
You touched on Pat Cole's triple-double. DeJuan Graff had a double-double, and Rashaun Madison hit 8 three-pointers. Talk about them as well.
I mean, they were incredible. And that's expected of them. They're seniors. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, look, it's no tomorrow. This is what we brought you here to do. And Rashaun, not only did he do a great job shooting the basketball, I thought he established a rhythm because he guarded the basketball as well. So I thought he was lost in the flow of the game. The games where he don't play necessarily well is because he's not guarding the basketball at a high level. And he's probably the best on-the-ball defender in the MEAC. So we demand a lot out of him. And, like I said, him and Graff and Pat, they really stepped up and we were able to close the game.
All right, Coach, this is the only game at home for the month of November. You go back out on the road, Northern Kentucky and Mizzou coming up. How do you feel going into those games to close out the month?
It's going to be tough. The schedule is a real challenge. I haven't looked at Northern Kentucky a lot. Mizzou is playing at a high level. They took Xavier in the overtime yesterday, I believe, who's number 11 in the country. So we got our work cut out for us. But we know what's ahead, and every game is going to be tough. And, we're just going to try to get healthy and go back and correct some of our fundamentals and basic principles so we can play winning basketball.
Season's back here. We just wanted to show guys that we've gotten a lot better since last year. We wanted to show our fans that they actually have a great basketball team looking forward to this year. And it felt good to be back in our own arena, man, back in the nest.
You talk about being nice to be back home. You recorded a triple-double.
Yeah, Coach Sharp that just walked by, he told me that I have my first career triple-double. I just honestly was wanting to win.
Points seem like they come easy to you. What's the hardest one, the rebounds or the assists, or do you really think about it when the game's going on?
I really don't think about it, but I would say probably rebounding. I have to actually work for my rebounds. I gotta box out. I gotta do it the correct way. Like Coach always tells me, you're not athletic, so you have to do everything fundamentally sound, technically right. So that's probably the hardest thing is the rebounding part for me. I think the passing and the scoring probably come most natural to me.
Are you a facilitator first or scorer first? I mean, which one comes natural to you first?
I like getting my teammates involved, but it seemed like in college that scoring has been my thing. But I feel like I'm better when I'm getting everybody else involved and scoring. So I would say both. Both go hand in hand for me.
It's like several occasions in the second half that you guys would go up by double digits, and then they would hit down a three and just kind of cut it within 6 or 9. Then you guys finally got that last push right, the last 2 or 3 minutes. What was the difference, or would you guys could just kind of buckle down, or what changed for you guys?
Nothing changed. Basketball is a game of runs. So it's like they're going to make runs. It's just how you respond. And last year, we were something that Coach told us about this team, about last year's team, we were about 2-12 in finishing games. We would be up 6 with 6 minutes left and end up losing. So this year, what we're focusing on is, finishing basketball games, finishing them strong. And, basketball is a game of runs. They're going to hit shots, hit some tough shots, hit some good shots, get fouled. But it's all about responding to the runs. And I think that's what we did tonight, and we came out with the win.
All right, Pat. Well, this is the only game at home in the month of November. We go back out on the road next week. How do you feel going into the next games?
I feel great going into the next game. Western Carolina was a good test for us. We came out victorious, but we had a lot of improving. I felt like this game we improved a lot from that win. This was a much better, and it looked better, it felt better win than Western Carolina was. But looking forward, I feel like we're going to be very good once we get our, like Coach said, our defensive techniques and our principles down packed. We should be great. But I want to say one thing about our bench. They're actually starting to come alive. Pablo Rivas is tremendous off the bench. We got some great production from Will Ransom today. So guys are starting to come along, and that's what we're going to need when MEAC time comes.
This has been an exclusive presentation of the NCCU Sports Network.